Hello and welcome to today's intention. You're set up here. Okay. So, how's your new year starting out? Okay. Bit challenging at times, right? So all the more reason to have some sort of practice to anchor you back into your own power, into your connection, so that you can move forward. Okay, so if you could find a place to sit or lie down for about 30 minutes or so with your eyes closed, not be disturbed as we create our intention together, go ahead and do so. And I get you to close your eyes. And we're going to start, as always, with a few deep, slow breaths. Really get relaxed. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. And with the next breath, I want you to fill up as full as you can, starting with the lower belly and then the upper abdomen. Let the lower rib cage expand out towards the back. Really fill up. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, if you could focus on breathing light directly into your heart, and then exhaling light directly from your heart. Good. And now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. Let's take a moment here. And we're going to bring our awareness down to our feet right now. And simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these wonderful servants who just want to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask. Now, if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees, and we feel everything relax. Anytime we pass upon a body part or area, I want you to allow it to revert back to its original blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation, just this wondrous efficiency and vitality. Moving up to your upper legs, hips, your buttocks, your pelvic area. And you feel everything loosen. Moving into the inner organs, rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move our attention up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to release anything that you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And you find all of your facial muscles melting into this pool of perfect relaxation. Dropping into the jaw, we allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then we see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them now to have a virtual seat on our couch as we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We can ask the minds to just chillax. We still want them to be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for now. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts. They're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us slow them down, release them. We'll start with the element of fire. Beautiful tool for this purpose as it naturally burns up all that no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And we can see the element of fire in the sun. So maybe envision ourselves being completely bathed in sunlight, feeling the warmth radiating from our skin. And then we call in the element of water, also a beautiful tool for this project of thoughts, as it naturally retains memory in each drop. And so let's picture ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. And we can just watch and observe as all that negative habit and patterning, all the traumas that we're holding inside of us, detach and just float downstream as we let them go. And then we call in the element of air, so we're feeling the wind or the breeze against our skin. And its specialty is pulling with it all of our stories that we tell ourselves, our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And finally, we'll call the earth with her magnetic properties to pull towards her and stick to her any extra heaviness that we're still carrying, any baggage that we want to release. Trusting the earth to transform that energy into something higher vibration, maybe something akin to a seed sprouting new life. And now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to feel this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. Experience the buoyancy, the lightness as you glide down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it. Maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures to protect ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open just a little bit. And these brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of which you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now and experience, instead of our physicalities that we're used to, our energy bodies or our light bodies. So I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, or the consciousness of one. I call this place the nexus. It goes by many names and many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it anytime. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this, and there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything, everyone in the universe. They are also you. We're all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of today. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So go ahead right now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your mental body's full of clarity, your emotional body's balanced, and your energetic body is filled and complete. We can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this gift of vitality right now. Open yourself to universal healing. Receive it. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning to its natural, perfect phase of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family as well. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. And then expand it to include your whole community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our capacity to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the frequencies out. Now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So right now, let's go ahead and lift up humanity up out of survival mode into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us were seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. So when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. And we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced, and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to envision all of this as already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But today, let's celebrate this beautiful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in art, in playing. I'm seeing us all at this huge outdoor music festival, simply rejoicing, feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's purely magnificent. Mm-hmm. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together today. Let's intend that everybody's awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wonderful happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the lower heavy energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief, what joy. Even the governing body that exists in this reality is there to uplift us on our journeys with our potential. They're there to protect our freedoms, to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders into the atmosphere above us to transform into the higher vibrational resonance that's more in alignment with who we truly are. All of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. Sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now I want you to take your entire beautiful reality that you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now. Well, actually, maybe we'll just wait with that for a moment. Just be in your beautiful reality right now. I want you to just stop wherever you are, wherever that is, whether you're out with your family, sharing a meal, maybe marveling at your children and your grandchildren, seeing their thriving, glowing faces. Maybe you're out for a walk in the forest, enjoying the serenity, or you're having a laugh with your buddies, or you're creating something beautiful in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing in your beautiful reality, I'd like you to just stop right now in your shoes and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty and all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Perceive this pure love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality just created. And just before we finish, I'd like to connect with a little gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this precious life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light, love, and healing and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we're going to take your beautiful entire reality and build it as an energy ball in your center. In the heart space, the solar plexus, the Danjian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. We're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball. And when we exhale, we're going to release and share it with the world. Here we go. Build up that big energy ball of reality. And then send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light and healing and energy. Good job. You can just feel the concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing our world in this frequency of love and peace and prosperity. Okay, now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. Really come back in. When you feel you're ready to come back into the room or into your space, I want you to open your eyes and just take note of how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on a moment's demand, anytime, all the time. Eventually, we won't even have to put effort into it anymore. We'll just become walking, talking, natural transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes, actually. So thank you. Thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded. It all works, it's all good. And if you've been doing this for a while, please have fun with this. Try doing this single conscious breath of intention throughout your days and evenings. Anytime you get a few seconds, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking supper, when you're standing in line. And just notice, have fun and notice over the next couple of weeks what kind of shifts might be happening for you. What kind of synchronicities are you encountering? Feel free to share in the message section of this page. And I'll leave you with that today. And we will see you tomorrow for the next intention.